Hello everyone, it is 1 in the morning right now. And I decided we are going to be reading the reviews for the video game on Roblox, Weird Strict Dad. I wanna turn up the music, how's that? Where is it? I can't find it. It's again 1 in the morning, so I have to be quiet. So it's gonna be kind of like an ASMR type thing, I guess. I don't know. I also want to point out 2% LGBTQ plus. So, yeah. Let's start reading through. We have a lot we can go through. I don't know if we're gonna go through all of them, but yeah, we'll see. Okay. Rating 1. Rating 0.69 out of 10. I was in my residence massacre on my gym's computer until my weird strict dad came in. I was in my breaking point. I tried calling for my regular friends, but they didn't answer. I woke up from my nightmare horrors and felt the pressure. Rating 0 out of 10. They banned Redian. Crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji. Oh, this is a long one. You can't just make a horror game and provide no lore. That's not how mystery works. How it works is that you'll have to actually find something out. It's a story, fun experience. Mystery games are sweet, but this, no. I don't know, that's just me. I'm very confused though. You can't make a horror game and then you're talking about story? They don't have to have stories. There's not freaking maze game lore. Oh, expand review. That's not helpful actually. Next, you can't just make a horror character and have him turn horror in this stupidest way possible. It's proper grammar. Also, you can't just make people hold E on something to survive. That's not even close to correct. How it works is that you have to sometimes cook. Maybe a cooking minigame would be nice. Also, you can't just make a psychological horror and make the mascot chase stuff to you. It's so funny thinking of Weird Strict Dad as a psychological horror game. And make the mascot chase after you, killing you once you touch 1 millimeter of their avatar until you go do something like hide, sleep, or take a seat. Chapter 2 was the only somewhat decent chapter. It wasn't so bad. I liked the mechanics used there, but chapter 4 and 3? Chapter 3 was tedious fishing and running for ages. And chapter 4 sucked. Worst chapter in any horror game. Now with the ending cutscenes, Piggy done this well. Would it this person's not use correct grammar all the time. Couldn't have been more wrong. The first chapter is idiotic and funny. The villain gets hypnotized by a man on the front porch. It's not even on the front porch. How lazy is that? Because idea loss. If it isn't, then this wasn't creative at all. Any cutscene is dinner with that. Not really too much chapter. I think I'm gonna skip reading this one. This is just too long. Don't play this. Not even. Sorry, it's more of a comedy than that. No, because it's not fun. Or funny, I guess. Rating. I'll start saying usernames. Mints7780 rates this game a 10 out of 10. Some guy flung into the wall and fell apart like Lego pieces. User Katamari Namashi. Rating 1 out of 10. Add Leon Kennedy is a super rare weird strict dad. 1% chance of occurring. I still have to play frick, I'm blanking. Resident Evil games. That's what I was saying. I still have to play those. Oh no, not another long one. Wow. My dad became a weird strict dad after I played Sunjum's computer. But then the power went out and I had to try 5 Nights at Freddy's. And then my neighbor called Timmy wanted to egg Kevin's house. but I was too busy opening doors. And then I remembered Timmy forgot his friend's birthday. So I told him, "Did you get your friend's birthday?" And he said, "Oh, I did. I was just under so much pressure." And then he said he would call his rainbow friends, but it was 3 a.m. So I said, "Don't call it 3 a.m. And he said, "Oops, I forgot." But then it became 7:59 a.m. and he said, "I am late to school." And then it was math time. The teacher gave his surprise test and he said, "Oops, I failed my math test." And he got detention and said, "I got to escape Miss Anitron's detention, scary obby." And I said to Timmy, "You need to be a parkour ninja to escape." And he became a parkour ninja and escapes. And then Timmy went to his friend's house and left a gift. But his friend said, "Corruption forms in the mouths of the hateful," and became hatred from the hit game called Black Stills. So Timmy called me and asked if I could get the sword fights on the height swords, but I couldn't because I was too busy playing Pets Go. You know, Timmy's lots of references. User CoolBob342164 says, rates this game 0 to 10. This game gave me weird strict impression. Me too. User Daborbis rates this game 0 to 10. Weird strict Leon Resident Evil. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, and lots of tongue emojis. No, you might not be wrong. User Draken underscore 808 says, this game is a 5 out of 10. Look, I know this game isn't that great, but it's not as some games near its ranking. It's so bad it's funny to play friends, and that's what matters, having fun. I think you're right, and I think that's a good idea to take away. Like a lot of Friends Lop, not great games, but it's the memories you have with your friends that are fun. Not to say all Friends Lop is bad. I love Friends Lop. User Let the Galaxy Burn rates this game a 0 to 10. Way too weird and strict. I felt so much pressure playing this on Jim's computer. It was so bad, I reached the breaking point, ran out the doors, and massacred the residents. After that, they called the Rainbow Friends to stop me, but they failed. That's good. User 12451 Doge rates this game a 1 out of 10. I would give this a 0, but I'm just a bit too nice, I swear. Chapter 1 wasn't too bad, you shouldn't swear. But the other chapters, it literally takes ideas from other games like Far From Land and Resident Massacre, but somehow makes it worse. Those are both pretty good games. Maybe less so Resident Massacre, but Far From Land is peak. I have a review on it on this game. You can check that out. It's cash grab. I wish there was more to it than just this. It's a bunch of filler. I don't recommend it at all. Chapter 3. Who made it like 20 minutes? Chapter 2. I don't even want to talk about it. This game is filled with unfair deaths and it relies on your playtime. Like all games do. I guess your money as well. I don't even know if they do premium payouts for Platinum anymore, so maybe it's not even true. It also is a bad inspo to other games. I will never play ever again. User Annabelle32012 rates the game a 0.01 out of 10. Help! Crying emoji. I decided to be a weird trick dad at my house, and my son said, "Weird trick dad!" Shock emoji. And I introduced myself. I have a weird trick dad voice. And my son screamed at me and ran away. Crying emoji, crying emoji. Okay, to be honest, I think this game is garbage. Just play Five Nights at Freddy's at this point. Is Five Nights at Freddy's a good game? I mean, like, I'm just saying, as much as I like the games, they're not all that great. I think a lot of the fan games have much better gameplay loops. I don't know. That's subjective though. Big inspiration and cool story. User 176_38 says this game is 0 to 10. Please, just let this game die. Okay. User Pause Fine rates this game 1 out of 10. Do I need to say anything about this game that hasn't been said by Bredian before? No, of course not. This game is a shoddy cash grab which brings barely anything to the table. It's such a steaming dumpster fire that I am generally surprised this is an 84% like-dislike ratio. It's long and time-consuming and forces you to spend money to complete. Its builds are inconsistent and it is somehow more buggy than Cyberpunk. Please, never play this game. I would like to point out Cyberpunk isn't really that buggy anymore, and it's actually a pretty good game from what I hear. I will never play it. I can't think I can run it on my computer. Also, for the like-dislike ratio, does it show on here? I think it does. I assume not that many people use it. User, I don't know how to say that. JNLXXXL rates this game as 0 to 10. It gets worse every update. I don't think that's how updates work, but it's very possible. I would also like to point out this far into the video, I've played this one several years ago. Maybe a year ago, I'm not sure. And then I didn't like it. It wasn't very fun. So that's my qualifications for reading all these reviews. User Me, Myself, and Gumball rates this game 6 out of 10. Come on guys, at least it isn't transfer infection minor loving eating people sim, also known as vor furry goo test not allowed in Roblox games. This game isn't nowhere near the games it should be at least 3 or 4. I do agree with that. I don't think this game is a pedophile game or whatever they said. So that's good at least. But this isn't Roblox, so I guess every game's a pedophile game on the screen. User XX Crack Raul XX. I don't know who Raul is, but maybe. Assuming they're an adult. Who's age and consent. And consent is important. I believe consent is important. It's my PSA. Bredian summarized this game as quick as possible. Cash grab from FFL, Far From Lands, and the dad is really weird and strict. Before the man children come at me, please play Far From Land and then look at how weird strict dad did it, and tell me if it is almost the one. They are different genres, so kinda, but they are both driving a boat, so I don't know. Also Bredian, should probably talk about that. He reviews Roblox games. I like his videos. Also, man children. Speaking of that, in the video game Lumion Legacy on Roblox, my in-game name was Manchild. It's a fun story. User Unlikely95 rates this game a 4 out of 10. Player, wait, no, what are you doing, Dad? Why are you being so weird? This isn't you. You were never this strict. Richard, Dad. I was always this way. Fool. Xenobus. Just to unlock the path to my true me. No more restrictions. No more Bredian. And most importantly, no more you. Richard, Dad proceeds to grab the player, dragging him into a room. Player. Wait, what are you doing? Richard, Dad, I'm taking you a weird strict 15-minute long trash cleaning sequence. Player. No. That player was found dead 5 months later to noodles to keep up his food bar. Asterisks. Excuse me. User Giga Free H0D rates this game as 0 to 10. Bro, if this game had a different experience, different dad mechanics, different combat, different community, different amount of iPad kids, different music, different gameplay styles, different tone, different voice lines, and a different message, this game could have gone hard. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. I disagree. I like the dad mechanics because I like the dad. I think he's very hot. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. User Bobolicious iPad. I don't know if I said they're great. Correct. Racist game is 0 to 10. Found out recently that they banned Bradian because of him making several videos making kind of this terrible game. Lol. Does not fail to make me laugh at that. Pathetic developers. Pretty sure the devs are pulling an item asylum moment and aren't listening to their fans. Please save Item Asylum by, I don't know what that is, the geometry dash level. Bless us out of the deepest pits of the bottomless pit. Not that save, I don't actually know what this is, maybe. It's bad? No. Save as is really good. I don't know. I think they unbanned him. And I don't necessarily think these developers are pathetic. They made a bad game, but it was only for money. It's not because they're actually bad developers. I believe if they wanted to, they could probably make a good game. They just choose not to because it's making more money. Which I also heard they might have been using it from the real game, but I don't know if that's correct or true. They could have been lying with that. Anyways, user GamerFox3065 rates this game 0 to 10. Too lazy to write an actual view, just watch Guardians take on the game. Then what was the point? Worthless. User CC140723 rates the game 0 to 10. Oh yes, a cash grab. Absolute trash. People who like it may be developers' alt accounts. In other words, this game is complete trash. User meme Ikoko rates the game 0.1 out of 10. Kinda like the first chapter, but the devs just love to overuse mechanics. The gameplay is way too much of a cash grab. And the game's way too much of a cash grab. I don't think the game is paid to win outside of revives. Which is extremely paid to win, that I think, but I don't know, I made a point. Anyways, user cheer_full 20 rates this game at 10 out of 10. Dude, why the heck are people doing low ratings? It's maybe that they just rage quit. Probably. They're just bad. User boy 345679. There's no 8 for some reason. Rates the game 0 to 10. Gang, look inside. E. Why are you typing like 4chan? And I don't know how this is helpful. Probably him. That's a lot of caps. Okay. This game isn't as good as people think. People just suck at this game. They give it a 0 out of 10. I think this is an okay game. Even though it wasn't one bit challenging to complete every chapter, it's bad. This game is bad. But what the heck happened to the dad? The 3 chapters after chapter 2 are just weird. Strict mom, except chapter 3, which is also trash, not even a hard game anymore. It's just pure bad game. I'm trying to make this game fun and goofy more than scary and creepy. And the story's just, I just want to die. This story game is freaking hard garbage. Was it ever scary? I don't think so. Also, user PP Torlo races 0 10. For gonna say. User Cool Police 108. He knows it's cool. Rates this game a 0 out of 10. Give me your premium payout. I want it so bad that I made the game into holding some random dev. Again, premium payouts are not a thing anymore. There's other ways to make money. User I lost my _alt account. Rates this game a 0 out of 10. Is that fodder from the Battle Brits? Sarcasm, if you couldn't tell. Saying something is sarcasm removes it being funny. If you have to clarify a joke, then it's probably not funny. That's how sarcasm works. I was watching a video on sarcasm. Interesting topic. I won't link to that because I'm lazy. User Aiden Awesome 1 rates this game 0 out of 10. And if there's 8 weird strict snowmans, I would play it. User Dennis _20200 rates this game 0 to 10. Haha, you lost in beef. I don't know what that means. User Mr. Milka 123 rates this game 6 out of 10. Excuse me. This game isn't as bad as people think. While the devs are sure milking it and the gameplay is prolific, it can be a blast with friends. The gameplay idea is really good. I just wish the devs would give a better gameplay loop or at least some mini games other than skill-based ones. User Jakey Boyso rates this game 0 to 10. Who the frick plays this? I don't know. User Daniel Mega did not give this game a rating for some reason. Word strict dad, oh my gosh, it makes you want to die on purpose so that you can spend Robux on revives. Why would you want to die on purpose? Don't kill yourself. User Chrissa Roblox rates this game a 3 out of 10. So, funny story. I was light switching on Jim's computer when Residence Massacre broke in, and I ran away to my dad's house, and he eventually couldn't transfer me to a 10-minute horror game. Eep. User AJ is Cookie rates the game a 2.5 out of 10. The game is only fun for the first chapter / book, but after that, the level design and gameplay just get lazy. I think we will read everything else on this page, and then I'm going to go to bed. Skibbity Toilet 1S rates this game is 0.69 out of 10. Chapter 1 was bad, Chapter 2 was a little bit better than Chapter 1, Chapter 3 was almost impossible, but I managed to do it after 6-9 hours of gameplay. Chapter 4 is my pilot dream. Book 2 was glitchy and annoying to do, and gameplay laid out was just a screen game, and 5 dads is impossible, but after 6-9 hours I did it. My game is true. No, dad, more endless one, I did it in 69 hours and I forgot anything. 0.69 out of 10 Residence Massacre, and Jim's computer is better. You read that really quick. User Godly _ Pro 32 rates this game 0. So it is 2026, so I won't actually say user rating. You know. Guys, it's actually the great meme resets. We're only gonna use OG memes anymore. Or OG memes now. I also watched an interesting video about why the great meme reset was not gonna work. So I don't know. Look into some cool stuff, learn some. That's what I think everyone should do. I probably have a skill issue, but I blame it on the devs all the time. Me too, buddy. Me too. User Fanatical Saturn rates this game a 1 out of 10. Do I have to say more? Holdie Simulator. Do 1987 rates this game a 0 out of 10. Before this was better. I don't know what that means. User Roleplay Guy 89 rates this game a 0 out of 10. The scariest part was that I got jumpscared by Shadow the Hedgehog eating mac and cheese in a wall. I wonder if I can find this image. This is the only thing I can find. I wonder if this is what it was. I'm not gonna check. User A Classic rates this game 0 out of 10. Man, this was on the hatch. User Luigi 82312 did not give this game a rating. This is like trying to make money off a dead fish. Alright. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Let's do recent actually. What's the most recent one? I'm not reading all that. Blank. I'm so weird and strict. 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 I'm so weird. Ready in the morning. I'm not reading all this, guys. I'll start. Overview of this? Huh, I didn't know I already did. Well, that's cool. Let's make the text bigger, maybe. 73. Let's rate a cool review. Did that get so loud? Bro, you kept all this, but it censored your mom. And you. For some reason. Alright guys, that's the video. If you want to see more stuff like this, yeah, check it out. Also my owls review is here. So yeah. Oh frick. Guys, I gotta admit something I played Forsaken. You have permission to call me a loser. It's true. All Forsaken players are losers. I'm not even sarcastic about this. I'm not gonna defend me or them. Forsaken? I mean, if you play it, you deserve to be laughed at. I don't know what to say. There's just games like that. It's my guilty pleasure. Also, like the dev is a pedophile, and new devs are like, I don't know if they're pedophiles, but they're fine with pedophiles, so I don't like them. Yeah. If you made it this far into the video, don't play Forsaken. Play Isles. Wait, I have to edit a few for it. 4. Sorry. Wait, how do I edit? I can't review. Sorry, I didn't want it to be close to Isles' actual rating. Frick, it didn't work. This is way better though, know that. And then yeah, that's the video. Isles video will be out February 25th. Also gonna review the length now if I haven't already. But they're updated. It's an hour and 46 minutes, I believe. So be ready for that. It's pretty good, you know. Cool voice acting. I won't be able to shut it off, but it's cool. Trust me. And yeah. Bye, guys. February 25th. Remember.